Hi, my name is Keith Nitka. I'm the Battleship Operations Manager, and I want to thank you for joining me again on another virtual adventure here on board Battleship Wisconsin. Today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the start of the ground war. We're just approaching the 30th anniversary of Desert Storm's ground war. If you remember, a couple of weeks ago, we did the 30th anniversary of the air war, where Wisconsin fired Tomahawk missiles. When we were ramping up going towards the ground war and they were getting ready to actually invade to start the push out of the Iraqi troops, the Battleship Wisconsin and her sister, the Battleship Missouri, took turns on the gun line to support coalition forces that might need help. So on February 6th, 1991, in the afternoon, we relieved the USS Missouri on the gun line, and shortly after relieving the Missouri on the gun line, we got a NGFS call. So NGFS stands for Naval Gunfire Support. NGFS, Naval Gunfire Support. Battleships, historically, they're built as mobile gun platforms. We're inside this big gun here in this turret of the gun house of turret number 1, and that's what the battleships were designed to do. Fight other battleships with the big guns and also provide naval gunfire support to troops on the ground in a combat zone. So we had just relieved the USS Missouri on the gun line, and we got a mission to assist coalition troops. I have copies of the ship's deck logs again for that particular day in question, and it shows me that at 15:01 we went to general quarters. And at 15:09, 8 minutes later, we were set for general quarters. Remember, general quarters is where all the hands on board the ship go to their battle stations. Approximately an hour later, at 16:09, we secured from general quarters, but we remained at NGFS stations. So if you had an NGFS station, like you were in here working in the turret or working down in plot to fire the guns, you remained on station for your NGFS support. And then it shows me here in the deck log that at 17:30 we were given the order to commence NGF exercises to the port side of the ship using turret number 2. And at 17:56, the deck log entry shows me after 25 years of peace, the United States ship Wisconsin has drawn her mighty sword to once again smite the opponents of freedom and oppressor of peoples. Commence shelling Iraqi positions inside of Kuwait. God bless her and all her crew. And then the very first round was fired at 17:56 out of turret number 2. Over the next 30 minutes, we fired a total of 8 rounds to the port side of the ship out of turret number 2. And that was the beginning of our ground war. We started our ground war support earlier in the month just to help the coalition forces get in place to actually engage the enemy with their advancement. So I thank you again for visiting us today on board Battleship Wisconsin. If you have any questions, of course, please comment. Be happy to answer them for you, and look forward to the next time we get to meet and talk about different things on board the ship. Thanks again, and have a great day.